Hey beauties, welcome back to my channel. Today I am going to be doing an all-day wear test of the brand new Huda Beauty Faux Filter Foundation. Now this was a little scary for me because the original, I did not have a good experience with it, and the fragrance, I mean, wow. I don't think I've ever put anything on my face that was quite that fragrant, that wasn't actual fragrance accidentally being sprayed on my face. But the good news is the new one does not contain fragrance. Oh, I'm so happy about that. And then also there's been 9 shades added, as well as some other differences like the luminosity factor being added to it. It's going to blend on the skin better. Overall, this is going to, you'll see, this is a major improvement. I have already worn this foundation twice before, so I do already have a little bit of a feel for it and some opinions on it, but today I'm going to wear it as long as I possibly can so we can see how it lasts on my skin, because it's supposed to last 24 hours and nope, I am not wearing this to bed. So I'm not going to put that to the test, but I will do an all-day test for you. Foundation bottle looks just like the original. You've got the pump, which is super nice, and then you're getting, I believe, the standard. No, I thought it was just 1 fluid ounce, but you're getting 35 mils or 1.18 fluid ounces. So just a little bit more than the typical foundation, and it retails for $40. The shade that I chose is the shade 220N, which is described as a light with a neutral undertone. I couldn't remember for the life of me which shade I got last time, and like I said, there are new shades. If I had thought about it, I would have gone and, looked at my previous video on the original, but I didn't, so whatever. And I was able to make this one work. I actually got it in light medium, which is usually what I wear. I'm a light medium neutral in just about everything. So I picked up that one, which is the shade 240N. No, this one's definitely too dark, but it might be good for the summertime. So I'm just going to keep this in its box and wait it out. Hopefully the snow, oh my gosh, we have so much snow right now. I'm so over it. I'm ready for the sun again. I'm ready for the pool. Anyway, I'm getting off topic. I'm daydreaming right now, so let's get back to the foundation and its claims. It's a new and improved formula, but it's back with the same full coverage and long-lasting properties you know and love from the OG formula. I didn't love the OG formula. I mean, it's definitely full coverage, but that was one of my most hated foundations of all time. And I'm not trying to be mean, it's the honest truth. But this time we have 24-hour flexible wear and a luminous matte finish, plus fragrance free. This also claims to be it's not going to clog your pores. I'm not going to be able to spit it out. The original one definitely broke me out, so I will also update you as to whether or not I have had any issues with this new one. Granted, this is only the 3rd time I'm putting it on, but still, that one, the original, oh my goodness, we just don't need to talk about it. We don't need to talk about it. This new formula claims to be waterproof, transfer proof, and 24-hour wear. Let's go ahead and put it to the test. I'm going to apply the foundation, then I'm going to finish off my face, and then I'm going to wear it all day and give you guys my thoughts. I'm going in with the shade Custard 220N, and I have already done my neck because of this. I didn't want to get it all messed up. And I don't have any primer on the perimeter of my face, but I do have my typical Milk Makeup Blur Stick and MAC Skin Refine Zone. Now with this shade, just on my pores, and then I have my brows and I primed my eyes already. just so that they were ready. I always do that. It's like in my everyday routine. Those are things that I do first anyway. I am so glad that there is not a scent, because when I saw that this is coming out again, I was like, I'm not doing that to myself. But there's no scent. I'm taking the excess. I want more coverage on the bottom part of my face. That's where I have more discoloration, more acne scarring and whatnot. But my forehead, other than like this vein, is not too bad. But the coloring of this is definitely just has like this slight orange undertone to it, and so it's not a true neutral. So I'm a little sad about that. It's really hard to, and my hair is getting stuck in the foundation. It's hard to find a true neutral. And if you guys can see this right here, if you're not watching in 4K, make sure you're watching in 4K, because usually you can see that I can't think, the vein right there on my forehead. It's not going to cover it. So if you want full coverage, you're going to have to put more than just one layer. I don't want to do that. I just want the one layer and call it a day. And I would definitely say that this is a natural, I wouldn't say satin. I think it would be more satin if I had a primer underneath it to make it a little bit more luminous. But as I move my skin, I do see a subtle luminosity. It doesn't look dull or anything like that. And this is what it looks like with one layer. And I think it looks really, really nice. Great coverage, high, medium, not quite full straight out the gate, but definitely a high medium. Now, because of the slightly orangey undertone, whenever I go to finish off my makeup, I'm going to use something lighter than what I typically would do underneath my eyes and then on my chin. I'll probably skip my forehead, but I do like the way that this looks. I think it's really pretty. It is a really pretty foundation. I'm not feeling like it's heavy on my skin. If I were to go in and try to make this full coverage, yes, I would definitely feel this on my skin. I did it on one side of my cheek one day just because I wanted to see like what would happen. And no, that's you can definitely get the coverage, but I don't like the way it feels. So anywho, this is one layer, and I am going to go ahead and go finish off my makeup. I'm going to put on my concealer, and then my powder, my bronzer, blush, and everything, and then we will start the wear test. Now that I have my makeup on, I've actually had the foundation on for 2 hours. I know I was supposed to come on right away, but I had an important phone call that I needed to take, so here we are at 2 hours. The foundation looks flawless. It definitely gives you great coverage. Everything looks really nice and smooth. My pores aren't emphasized. It looks really nice. But I'm going to come back in, I'll say about 4 hours. I've got a little bit of editing to do and some other work. It's going to be a light work day for me. I'm not going to be running around in the snow like frolicking around. No, we're not doing that today, so I can't test humidity or like sweat or anything like that. But we'll see how it lasts on just a regular smegular day. Who says that? Regular smegular. Oh, I don't know. I don't remember. But anywho, I will be back. Here I am at 6 hours, and I'm staring off into space because I'm staring at a Subway sandwich. I'm so hungry. Anywho, I can see most of the wear right around my mouth where my smile lines are, but everything else is wearing really well. I feel a little tight there around my mouth, but I mean, everything else looks really nice. Now, I'm going to go eat that sandwich so I don't get hangry. 4 hours later. Now I am in a much better mood. So I'm impressed that my Natasha Denona liner did not come off. You know, here at 10 hours, everything is like, I feel like it still looks the same as it did at the 6 hour mark. And honestly, that's not surprising to me. I am surprised though that I didn't get more wear right around my smile lines. The other day when I wore it, like right here, because especially on this side, I have a little bit more of like an indentation whenever I smile, and it cracked the other day. So it could be, I don't know, maybe I had more moisture, or you know what? No, that day I used a finishing spray. That's what it was. So I think that if you use a hydrating spray with this, then it might not last as long around the mouth for you or me if you have the same type of skin as I do, or if you have pretty intense smile lines like I do. So I was expecting after I ate that sandwich for it to just be like right there, but then it wasn't. So yeah, and I'm not actually feeling as dry now as I was at the 6 hour mark. I think it starts to kind of melt into my skin just a little bit more, but what is nice is it's not melting into my pores. There's a little bit more, I can see the wear like I would a typical foundation, but not sinking in as in it looks like little holes. I actually like the wear of this. I have not touched it up at all. Normally I would have taken this powder right here, the Fenty Beauty powder, and I would touch up right here on my smile lines. And I thought about showing you guys that, but really I want you guys to see what it truly looks like. I mean, obviously after, I was going to do it after I did the check-in, but I thought about for the end of the video when I touched up my lips to go ahead and just touch up with the powder, but really I don't need to. I don't feel like I need to. I think everything looks nice still. This isn't a foundation that I'm going to run out and use all the time, only because this year I will be 35 and my skin has changed. Do I like this foundation? Yes. I like the longevity of it. Am I going to wear it if I want to have a super glam look and I know that I want it to last long? Yes. But I was thinking to myself about the Fenty Beauty Luminous long, I don't remember the Pro Filter, the Luminous one, the long wearing. If I had to choose one, I would pick that one because I think it's just a little less heavy, and I can sheer this one out as well. But if I had to pick between the two, I would pick that one. This one is more coverage, but it's just a little heavier on the skin, but I do think that it is really pretty, and I actually really like the way that this looks before I even set it, before I put any powder on my face at all. I would actually try to wear it like that, but I have combination skin, and I don't know if I mentioned that earlier or not. So I get oily in the T-zone, and then I am dry to normal, whatever, around the perimeter of my face. Right now, this side is a little bit more dry than this side because of the Gucci reaction. But yeah, I think that this looks really nice, and I think it wore nicely, and I still don't feel it on my skin. I think that this is such an improvement over the original one. This is something that I can see just about any skin type being able to wear. If you're dry, I would suggest not using a powder or just using a very lightweight powder or a hydrating powder and very little. If you're oily, just make sure that you're prepping the skin appropriately with whatever primer you like and then setting your skin, and then normal, you get away with everything. And then as you can see, this is what it looks like on combo. So I feel like this is a very versatile foundation, and again, very, 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 very big improvement. I think I'm going to end up using this more, mixing it in with a lighter weight foundation, and I'm going to try that out. Like, ooh, or even Samantha Ravindal's new line. I have not tried it quite yet. Auric or something like that. I could put that in here, mix that up, and see what that does. But yeah, I think that this is going to be a foundation that I will use by itself if I want something just like super, got great coverage, it's going to last really nicely, but I think I'm going to use it more so in terms of mixing, and I'll let you guys know which ones I end up liking mixed in with it. Now, as far as breaking out, I wanted to mention this because I was honestly scared that I was going to have breakouts, even though it says that it's non-pore clogging. I was still concerned about it just because of the issues I had with the first one. I haven't had anything, nothing, anywhere, no problems at all. And granted, this is still only the third time, but usually after the second time, especially the third time, you can kind of feel them kind of coming up underneath the skin or something like that. And that's just not happening. So I'm so far so good. I will continue to kind of try this out randomly, not consistently, because again, it's not something that I'm going to want to wear all the time, but I will let you know if that changes, but it's just nice that that has not happened. Anywho, I hope that you guys enjoyed this video and my all-day wear test. I wish I could wear it longer for you guys. Honestly, I could, but I already know that it lasts longer than 12 hours. I had it on for about 15 the other day. But I'm going to go watch a movie with Puffin. And so, yeah, 10 hours. If it looks like this, I'm sure you guys can you can tell it's gonna look good all day long. Anywho, I love you beauties. Thank you for tuning in. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, give it a thumbs up, subscribe if you're not already, and I will see you all in my next video. Bye guys.